Dum, da, da, dum. That's
All
the
right.
end of the podcast jingle.
Cool. That was fun.
Wow, yeah. So much to unpack. Thank you.
I hope it was coherent enough. And
It made sense to me.
oh, there you go. As long as you get one person to understand it.
Yeah.
But it's, I mean, I really mean what I said about, the opportunity to learn from me with everybody else. I get very, like, I don't know the world you work in very much, but it gets me intrigued to want, so I appreciate that,
Mm.
like I can see in the middle of the conversation how there's some interesting overlaps that could be generative. So
Yeah, I'm,
yeah.
I'm really happy because I had this moment of maybe not doubt, but kind of excitement. Or was I overconfident to really tie this together?
Yeah.
But, and I don't know whether it's just my brain, but for me, I got so much inspiration for my facilitation practice from you sharing how you
No,
see
I'm glad.
you work. So I'm very
Well,
grateful.
likewise. And I should send you, so the if you are you on the well, you're on the computer right now because here we are. If you go to gridsgestures.com,
Mhm.
that is the exercise I mentioned.
Oh, awesome.
And actually a ton of, not that they're all so useful to you, but that one might be, and that one's documented really well.
Mhm.
And like I said, I've done it on Twitter, and I've done it a lot of times, and I'd like to find one that I like as much for like total beginner, but I haven't yet.
Mm.
But I've had people adapt it in some interesting ways. But I could send you to a couple of the comics, like the thing about Maxine and her tree. I thought the example you gave was really perfect. I don't remember exactly what you said, but how you set it up. I don't know what you said. You set up the thing, and then I went off into talking about my kids and the tree.
Yeah, I was looking at my plant, and
Yeah,
I think I asked you about a practice on how to practice this unflattening, not mindset, but attitude.
attitude. Attitude was the word yeah. I think it's, yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to get people to see much, but it's an interesting thing. I think the work in the case of my work has reached a lot of people, and certainly way more than I anticipated. But at the same time, the kind of people that, and I thought I was going to say this in the interview and I didn't, but sort of makes me sad. People I grew up with or whatever. I don't know. I don't think they're going to pick it up is the problem.
Mm.
I think that's the harder, like, maybe if you can put it in front of them, that it will stay with them, but it's the putting it in front of them is still hard. You're still going to get the same kind of people who are already a little bit curious to look, and you know
And do you think is this an educational thing, so that they at some point unlearned it, or that there is some sort of a blockage, or is it cognitive
I don't think it's cognitive.
intervention?
I'm sure there's a tiny bit of that, but I don't think so. I think it's, yeah, I don't think it's cognitive. I think it's, I don't know, structural racism in our country, maybe everywhere. I don't know. I
Mm.
mean, I, yeah, I don't know. I wish I did. But I think you raised it, that having difficult conversations, how do we do them is like, if you can solve that, or if you can make headway into that, you've done an incredible service to the planet. So
Yeah, and I will sit on the idea of the different boxes.
yeah,
That we cannot get out of the box, but how can we get boxes to communicate to each other? Because it's also a much more open approach. That okay, don't force anyone. I don't force myself out of my box, because it's impossible anyway.
right.
But to accept that there are the boxes and to see them, and maybe get curious.
Yeah, to be curious, and then that's maybe that's the heart of what we could have talked about, is to be curious. How do you get that attitude for curiosity? And I think, yeah, I should have gone in that direction, but I think, there's so much about schooling that is about like, here's things you have to know. And I think I said this to you when we talked last week, that I think one of the frustrating questions I get, and this happens from teachers, which makes me doubly frustrated, is like, I like your book, what should I do in my classroom? And it's like,
You
the
didn't.
whole point is that you figure that out. Like, I don't know, I'm not you, you're you, and so how do we get people to know that they can own their own curiosity? I don't know. I mean, I can say that exercise I do, the people that sort of wake up to it, it does have an impact on them. I don't know how it extends the rest of their life, but it definitely, in that moment, you see it. Anyway, sorry. I know
No,
you
I
stopped
really
a while
enjoy
ago.
that. I really enjoy that. And I don't know to what if you continue to teach online, because I'm using one tool that is called Mule
Mm-hmm.
now for my online facilitation. And it's basically one huge whiteboard. And there
Mm.
you can basically draw areas on it and put them on an outline and give them numbers. So if you tell students, okay, click, if you have an order of the students and ask them, okay, everyone starts at one number and then you just rotate, you can actually
Mm-hmm.
do your exercise there. And there's also the drawing option.
Cool. And do you have to, how do you, it's MIRO, is that right?
Mule, MURAL
Oh,
.co.
and so I found something
Um,
also that does that, but
yeah, Miro does basically the same. It doesn't look as nice.
how do I spell it again? Sorry.
I put it in the chat.
Oh, you're faster than I am.
Miro.
I guess
Yeah.
I could have done that for you as well. Mural. Oh, sorry. I'm just,
No, it's my English.
no, well,
English
it's,
R doesn't. I I have difficulties pronouncing my own name in English. Quite
well, fair enough.
um, yeah,
Well,
that's why
I'll
I
send you this
stopped
while I'm at it.
transcribing the podcast. Um, often.
Cool. Do you have to, and I don't want to take more of your time, sorry, but do you have to,
You have to. I think you have 33 days, or maybe due to COVID, they extended it to 90. They
yeah,
might have something for teachers. I
right.
know
Do you
that
have to have like if you don't have a touch, an interactive screen or a pen?
you don't need that. You need to be a little bit more maybe sophisticated with your trackpad or with your
Oh,
mouse, but you can do that.
well, it's worth a shot. It's worth a shot.
Yeah.
But
I
I've
mean,
tried. I have done things where they do a step and then they post, and then the person takes the post, and
yeah,
it
it's
works.
clever.
It works, but you need them to like make sure they get the right persons, and then things start to get out of order. And anyway,
So
yeah,
check it out.
yeah,
I think it's especially for visual thinkers. It's incredible what you can do with it.
yeah,
Um,
cool. Well, I appreciate it because I don't know what I'm doing. So
and otherwise, if so, I would be happy to guide you through if you think that it could be.
I may take you up on it, but I'll
Yes,
definitely
please.
update you on it at the very
Yes,
least. I
please.
don't. And I will send you, well, you can prompt me if there's any particular things I reference that are useful to
Yeah.
have links to, just let me
Yeah, I
know.
think there was a whole bunch of that.
I
I would,
may have forgotten, but I can put, I mean, they're all on my site, but I can find them quicker
yeah,
than someone else can.
awesome. Yeah, I will send you a list with the links that I would need, and I
Okay.
need a headshot from you,
Oh,
a picture for social media coverage, and then yeah, your Twitter. If you do have a Twitter,
I do. I do.
maybe you can put that in the chat as well, and then I can start following you right
oh,
now.
all right. Yeah. Well, I'm about the only one of me, but
Where's the origin of your name coming from? Is it Greece?
yep. Yep.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. It's a very rare name apparently, but it's very Greek.
Hey, awesome. Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you. That was really lovely.
Night.
And yeah, and you have a wonderful night. So stay healthy, and I'll look forward to following up.
Yeah, I keep you posted on the, I think it's episode, it might be episode 70.
Okay. What one are you on now?
Yeah.
What number are you on now?
64 tomorrow. So it's basically in 6 weeks.
Okay. Well, that's good. I think things maybe will quiet. I don't know. I would say things would quiet down, but I think every week is another disaster here. So
yeah, we don't know. Great.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks so much, Miriam. Have a good night.
You too.
All right. Take
Bye-bye.
care. Bye.